The midterm rental insurance contract that changed everything for us and let us go all in into the strategy and made truly Airbnb a second option and only now a point of leverage moving forward, as we are 90% booked on midterm rental insurance contract. And here's why. And we have a home, a 5-bedroom home, 3-bath home here in Atlanta. We actually had purchased it for just around $390. Now that home's mortgage is about $2,400, utilities, etc. We're all in about $2,700 a month. What we had done is the following. This is how we broke into the space. We had submitted our property on alesolutions.com, which by now, if you're following this channel or if this is your first time watching, you need to know that this is one of the #1 temporary relocation providers in the nation. And there are many, many databases where you can put your property and submit it. You don't need any pictures, you don't need anything, you just need to submit it and let them know that you know about this midterm rental insurance plan, the opportunity that exists. And if you're not familiar with the opportunity is whenever there is a home that seen unforeseen events and has policyholders and family there where a tree falls on the home, water damage done to the home, and now the home is no longer habitable. The family who is paying their insurance company every single month or annually, you could say, has what we call a loss of use available for them to use, additional living expense, which means that when they can't live in the property that they originally traditionally live in, they must then live somewhere and find an alternative. Now, you might say, well, why don't they go to the hotel? Well, the hotel is not ideal for a large family, and it doesn't have to be a large family because this case study was just a family of 2. However, lifestyle-wise, they were going to relocate there for a couple months, and so the hotel is really not ideal. You have a kitchen, you have a backyard, washer, dryer, it's a whole different thing. So this is where these kind of properties, whether it's our sweet spot is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, because we like to host large families as well, and it pays a lot more. We also done it for 3 bedrooms, etc. We don't go lower than 3 bedrooms because then it turns into a very different avatar. But this is how we even got here, okay?
If you're currently getting value from watching this video, you'll want to make sure you take a second and click below to grab the midterm rental insurance blueprint to help accelerate your process in being able to land these midterm rental insurance contracts with respect to your marketplace. Make sure you click the button below and grab it and continue on with the gems in this video.
So we had put our property on ALE Solutions, we optimized it, and the next thing that happened is we were contacted by an agent that was looking to relocate a family in our area. And it was a family of 2. And then they asked if it was available. We'd be able to be flexible with 30-day notice to extend, etc. And we said, yeah. Now, what happens next is what changed the game, because what they ended up doing is they did a walkthrough. They had a few requests that we ended up making, which we did. They were very minimal. And then it came to sign the contract. So our daily rate was $265 a day. So for those of you who are math people, $265 a day times 30 nights, right? Or I should say $265 a night times 30 nights is what? $7,000, and put this at the top, $950. Now, just for context, that property was projected to make $5K-ish in the short-term rental market, which is still really good margins for having overhead of this much. This amount is what changed everything for us. Because when we did that math, we realized that after mortgage / the combination of this extra $300 is for utilities, etc., we're looking at $2,700 overhead, right? Which means that if you take this and subtract that, you're talking about a $5,000 in net per door. If you want to be very exact, that's $5,250. Now there's some things like some landscaping, etc. So I would say $5,000 net, $5K net on one door. Now, this didn't go on for 1 month. This didn't go on for 2 months. This didn't go on for 3 months. This didn't go on for 4 months. You bet it. Yep. 5, 6, 7. And how did this happen? Did we know right away they would stay for that long? Absolutely not. But what ends up happening is, as the work is being done on a tree that had fallen on their home, they needed to pull permits and it took forever to pull permits. Not them as the homeowner, their contractor. Then they switched contractors, they weren't happy. Then the contractor had his foreshadowing, his scope of work, and there was a specific timeline, couldn't meet it, materials, etc., you name it. This is a constant in this day and age when there's multiple parties involved in being able to deliver, whether it's construction, etc. To our benefit, when that happens, for the family's benefit, they actually have a place to stay, right? They don't have to stay at a hotel still. They actually have a great home that they can stay in and then extend their stay very comfortably. For us, it means the insurance company is paying us this every single month. And the crazy part is, these guys, in addition to that, we were able to add cleaning fees, admin fees, security, you name it. One of the first checks that we got was around $11,000 with the security and everything. Now the security was not anything crazy. I think it was like $2,000. The cleaning fee, everything ended up, we asked for it up front and they give it up front and they pay on time and they pay consistently. We even asked for them to even wire us or ACH us the funds every month instead of getting a check. This is the blueprint that changed us completely, because then we thought, if we can make $5K net per a midterm rental insurance booking, we do not need 100 doors. And rightfully so, we didn't. And we doubled down, because now that we had the contact, all you need is one quality contact to then continue to and engage with that vendor and ask them, is there any other families you're looking to relocate? And the snowball effect happened. This right here is a strategy that changed everything for us, and it can change everything for you. All you need to do is continue to stay educated, continue to stay plugged, put your properties in these databases, be where you need to be in order for you to maximize less turnovers, no headaches, and most importantly, the people that you work with are extremely grateful. We can only talk about the people that we've worked with, but we know that we're solving them a problem because it's hard to find inventory, nice furnished accommodations. If you're coming from the Airbnb world, it's about being available, right? It's about having a nice product that you can offer them so that they can feel like they're at home. And because it's hard to come by, right? I always like to compare it to the following two. Airbnb, you got a 3 or 4 night stay. They expect everything to be perfect. Here you have some leeway. They're staying with you for multiple months. If something is wrong, you can send the guy or the gal next day. They'll be there. They'll address it. It feels like a family. Feels like a long-term tenant relationship. They trust you. They have your number. There's a great kind of a connection there where we're helping them and they're helping us. The insurance company is paying us a premium because they rightfully so have a loss of use that they're paying into every single month or annually, as you know. And that right there is the single thing that changed our strategy for us. We ended up getting 5K contract per net, 3K, 4K, 5K, and consistently we're hovering around 3 to 6K sometimes, because the margins are there. So highly encourage this business model for those of you who are in the short-term rental market. You're trying to get more out of your current properties. But then again, to those who are in a position where they have a slow season, it's in your best interest to then start engaging with these companies and apply the midterm rental insurance model, because just like it changed the game for us, we can also change the game for you. If you got anything from this, drop a subscribe, because there's plenty more where this video came from. And my duty and obligation is to educate as many homeowners as possible how they can maximize, increase their occupancy and profitability, one midterm rental insurance contract at a time.